North America's interior plains extend westward to become the Great Plains. The climate becomes increasingly drier toward the west, so the tall prairie grasses gradually give way to short grasses. The plains also increase in elevation toward the west, rising from about 600 meters to an elevation of about 1,500 meters at the base of the Rocky Mountains. This rise in elevation occurs very gradually, so the Great Plains are generally low in relief. In some places, however, steep escarpments mark a transition to higher ground. Commercial crops are grown on large farms in the eastern part of the Great Plains. Further west, where it's drier, much of the land is used for grazing cattle and other livestock. A great belt of mountain ranges cuts across the North American continent from Alaska to New Mexico. The easternmost Rocky Mountain ranges rise up abruptly from the Great Plains to heights of 3,000 to 4,200 meters. The tree-covered slopes of these mountains contrast with the grass-covered plains below because precipitation is greater and temperatures cooler at higher elevations. The Rockies separate the rivers that flow west toward the Pacific Ocean from the rivers that flow east into the Gulf of Mexico. The ridges from which waters flow toward the different seas are called the Continental Divide. The Wyoming Basin, with its fascinating Yellowstone National Park, lies between the northern and central Rockies. Here, hot springs and geysers are powered by hot molten rock that lies near the Earth's surface. The Rocky Mountains were uplifted during a mountain-building period that began about 100 million years ago. Even as movements of plates under the Earth's crust were uplifting the Rockies, the forces of erosion were shaping them. Streams carved the mountain landscapes, cutting out deep V-shaped canyons and carrying rock materials toward the lowlands. Glaciers, many of which have now melted, gave the northern Rockies a rugged shape. This type of glacier-carved landscape is called an alpine landscape. Beautiful scenery like this makes the Rocky Mountain region a popular destination for tourists. The Rocky Mountains also have rich mineral deposits, and many mountain settlements first developed as mining towns.